Okay, now for the fan commentary of Disney versus non-Disney villains, part 3, round 1B. So, let's go. So we start off with the prologue. We see Shan Yu is... Hold on. Well, Emperor Shan Yu gathers all the world leaders and makes his agenda clear. Establishing his now dominion, since he's the Emperor of the world.
I have called you here as representatives of the largest power bases on the planet. Phoenix King Ozai has fallen, like Ruber before him. I do not intend to repeat their mistakes. A unified world is a strong one. I'm taking the throne for myself, but rest assured, the Chinese Imperium does not intend to challenge you. All I ask is that you fall into line behind me, and together we work to rebuild what we have lost. This petty fighting will no longer be tolerated, and will be met with the most brutal force.
By that, he means that there's no need for another war. And if there was to be a war, it needs to be snuffed out. Just makes it clear. No wars. Unless there's a consequence for doing a war. I see. Then after that, Moltenrath, one of his allies, or one of his advisor, probably an advisor. Oh.
Emperor Shan Yu, you have a visitor. Chase Young of the Xiaolin requests an audience.
Chase Young? Wasn't he a villain from what I get from Xiaolin Chronicles?
Emperor, the humble temples of the Xiaolin were decimated in the crossfire of the last war. I only ask for a small territory on which we can rebuild.
Huh. Feel sorry for the Shaolin. They lost their home since the last war. I can see why they had to find a new place to make their new home. But, wasn't Chase Young kind of the villain? Is this like before he becomes a villain? Or is he just pretending to be a good guy? I'm just asking.
Pathetic. Right, Shan Yu? Now, how far do you want me to blast this one?
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
Request will be granted.
What?
So Shan Yu just lets the Shaolin take half of the land.
1,000 thanks, Emperor.
Or some.
What was that? You're really going to give those goody-goody Xiaolin some of our land?
Malevolently is how Ruber lost his popularity and position in power. If we're to retain ours, sacrifices must be made.
Just doesn't want to do the same mistakes as Ruber and Ozai did when they were rulers of the world. Just try not to, make the mistake, just letting things, give some people what they want. Probably what he's doing. Just so he can stay positioned in power. Okay, and then we see, Hollywood is not happy with what Lust is doing with Mach. As it says here, Holly attempts to establish a pecking order with Lust. Let's see how that goes.
Hey, look, you're new here, so let me just give you the lowdown now. Number 1, Mach is mine. Do not touch. Number 2, let me make the pecking order clear.
So, Hollywood is being the jealous girlfriend. Was Lust just playing around with Mach? I'm asking. Was she just going around playing with him and Mach was just playing along with her? Kind of like flirtatious kind of thing, and Holly is just being the jealous girl? Holly, what do you see in him? He is not sexy. He has the appearance of a wrinkly old man. Well, some people do say that women like older men. I didn't think Holly would be that older man. And And Lust would just look at her like, "Aw, did I mean to make you jealous? Just to play with your boyfriend?"
It goes Muck, me, the dirt, the dirt.
And Mock's just watching this whole thing.
The worms in the dirt. Then you and Adam's family over there.
She's just kind of mocked her. You know, like, giving her, like, a nickname. Like, calling her and her family just the Addams family. Not in the good way, but kind of in a mean way. And she's like, "Honey, did you just... Okay, now you crossed the line. Yeah, Holly, I don't think it's a good idea to mess with the homunculi."
Are we clear?
I mean, she's a villain I just don't care for that much, but after this... Whoa! And Lust kills Hollywood. Whoa. I mean, whoa. And Mock just doesn't care what happened, he just enjoys this. Makes you wonder if he'll do the same with Screw Eyes. Or if the same fate happens to Professor Screw Eyes. Just asking. Well, I guess we won't be seeing Hollywood for, like, the entire part 3. Since she got killed. And, okay, now we go for the... Well, let me get a drink. Okay. Now for the first fight, we got Ursula versus Maniac. Okay, so Ursula gathers all the remaining forces of Hades and Maleficent's forces. You know, establishing himself as the leader. And until Maniac shows up. I do know this character. This is one of the episodes from My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. I watched them. Maniac, she's simply actually a fictional character from a comic book that Spike reads. It's like called Power Ponies. It's like if you mix Power Rangers and the Avengers, you get the Power Ponies. It's kind of what it is. Maniac is kind of... She has a personality if you mix the Joker and Madam Mim. She's kind of like that. Her goal is to make everyone's hair go crazy, and as you saw her hair... Oh, so I just got the twister in. Yeah, it's a giant hair dryer. It's just interesting seeing her in this war. Maniac, I mean. Oh, now she's all tangled up. So Ursula wins. And now for the next fight is the Stepmothers 3 versus Lord Malice, Blackheart, or Darkheart, I mean, and the Wizard of Wonderland. Well, looks like the Stepmothers 3 have this... Hold on, how'd it go again? Seeking to reclaim her old castle, which is of course Queen Grimhilda, as a base of operations. Yeah, I like Lord Malice's reaction seeing Grimhilda, that is his sister, like, no! I thought you were dead! You're supposed to be dead! And apparently she came back from the dead. So now we got the sibling rivalry, along with the rivalry between each sibling's friends, kind of thing. Just sort of watching. Now he turns into a red puff of smoke, and okay, when she opens that box, she now Darkheart is trapped inside of that box that Grimhilda just opened. Oh dear. Okay, not sure what just happened with that one. And Lady Tremaine blasts the Wizard of Wonderland and possibly killed him, I guess. Oh, now he's a dragon. Lord Malice. And, hold on. And he just runs away. So the Stepmothers 3 wins. And next fight is the Triceratons versus the Saurians, made by Brer Daniel. Or Daniel Esposito. Oh, and this one is acting as the missionary for an unknown faction, Lord Dreg. Oh, this dude. He's the character I was telling you guys about, Lord Dreg. This guy, he's from the original cartoon, which is the 1987 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This one is who appeared in like the season 9 and 10 of the 87 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He kind of like replaced Shredder and Crane as the main villains in like season 9 and 10. So Lord Dreg shows up and, you know, acting as missionary, blah blah blah. Offers Prime Leader Sanramon and his Triceraton a deal. Weaken the growing Saurian Empire. And he will allow to, you know, meet his master. You know, I have watched the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles since I was, you know, since forever. It has been. And I don't think I saw the episode where the Saurians are from. Or the Triceratons, sorry, I got that mixed up. Also, interesting fact, Lord Dreg is voiced by Tony Jay, the same guy who did Judge Claude Frollo. Yeah, that dude. I was wondering when we get the Mighty Ducks villains in there. Since they were in Disney Villains War and Disney versus Marvel villains. So now we get to see them in part 3 in the series. Yeah, another character voiced by Tony Jay. Guess that means we'll probably get a lot of characters voiced by Tony Jay. I mean, many Tony Jay villains. So, even though I don't think I've ever seen an episode of the Saurians, or why am I getting that mixed up? So would the Triceratons be the equivalent to the Saurians? I'm asking. So they're very dinosaur alien things. Not sure what that was that they destroyed, but guess they just run away. Okay, now for the and the Triceratons win. So the next fight is Lust and Gluttony versus Macbeth. So Lust and Gluttony decide to stretch their legs on the surface world until Gluttony senses something. Like, he senses an immortal man. And they're going to track him down. A fight between Fullmetal Alchemist villains against the villains from Gargoyles. Now that's going to be cool in my opinion. And it's cool that Lust and Gluttony are going to fight Macbeth. Also cool. Still is. Well, said they found him. Whoa, just run them over. Yeah, I guess he learns that if you try to shoot them, they'll probably, heal from their wounds. Yeah. Hold on. After shooting them, their wounds are gone. Ouch! That gotta hurt. Oh dear. And Macbeth just uses the smoke bombs and he runs away. If I were to deal with the homunculi, I would have tried to do that too, just to survive. And I think I'm going to stop right here. So, see you guys in the next part of this commentary.